Ha ha ha! It's the attack of the giants. Hey gamers, Melkor6925 here, bringing you another Clash Royale video. Today we're going to be having another look at another deck, and the deck is the Double Giant deck. Now unfortunately it has been a few days since I've been on, and I haven't been able to record, so I have lost most of the replays for this deck. But I do have one replay left which I will be showing you, and I will also show you the deck's current win streak. So the deck comprises of our two giants, the normal giant and the royal giant, taking advantage of the royal giant's latest buff by having its range increased from 5.5 to 6.5. This means now that the royal giant can take out defensive buildings without being affected. A simply fantastic card, and probably slightly OP at this moment in time. The other cards in the deck are the Goblin Hut. My staple card at this moment in time, the Barbarians. We have the lovely Fireball to cause some serious mayhem on defense and offense. We have the Elixir Collector for the additional elixir cost, as this average elixir cost is going at 4.4. We have the arrows to take out spawners and goblins and things like that. Of course we have our two giants, and we have our spear goblins. Now the whole point about this deck is starting to push from the back with the giant, getting the royal giant behind, and getting some goblins or barbarians behind the giant to push it onto that tower as quickly as possible, using both the fireball and arrows on both offense and defense. Now we've got enough distraction troops there with the goblin hut, the barbarians and the spear goblins to distract opponents coming in for our own tower, and also for defense as well. So as you can see, I've only got the one replay in which I can show you the 3-0 victory, but as you can see, this deck has performed very, very well, getting victory after victory. Now, the first game I had with this deck was a draw, but that's because I wasn't sure how to use the deck, and also because we had the loons and the minions, and I wasn't entirely sure how to counteract them. But as you can see, from there, a nice 2-1 victory, 1-0 victory, 2-1 victory, 2-1 victory, and a 3-0 victory. So we're going to have a look at the only replay that we've got, which is against Emperor Yusef, another member of the Blood Pros. So like I said guys, this deck is all about getting the Elixir Collector down and starting a big massive push from the back, using your arrows and the fireball to slow down opponents, take out minion hordes and things like that. Now the deck works very, very well and is very overpowered at this moment in time. This deck is performing exceptionally well above 3,000 cut mark as well. So we're going to see our opponents are going to use the Goblin Barrel. I'm going to use the arrows to take that down, and then I'm going to drop the Spear Goblins to take down the Dark Prince. Now as you can see, I'm going to wait for those Goblins to go ahead, and I'm going to drop down my Giant, my Royal Giant. I'm going to use that Fireball to take out that heavy horde. Now I've done a nice amount of damage to our opponent's tower. So what we're doing now is waiting for our elixir to build back up before we start another push. So what we're going to do now, we're going to place down that goblin hut, which is going to slow down that prince. Then we're going to surround him with barbarians. Now he doesn't have his charge on, and we're going to take him out in quick order. As these guys don't go down that lane, we're going to drop down the minions behind the spear goblins, to do some damage to that tower. Unfortunately, he is going to place down his cannon, but that cannon, now with a lower life expectancy, is going to go down very, very quick. Now, as this is an elixir heavy deck, I'm going to get down that second elixir collector, putting it in front as a bit of defensive building as well, so to force troops to charge that rather than going to one of our towers. So as you can see, he has put down his Dark Prince again and his normal Prince. So my Giant's going to get out now in front and obviously take some of this damage. So I'm going to use that Fireball to take them out, and I'm going to drop those Barbarians to take out that Prince. Now they are going to push that Giant towards that tower, and then we are going to drop down our Royal Giant behind to actually finish the damage off on this tower. Unfortunately, it was at this point our opponent lost connection, and it was an easy 3-crown victory. But you can see how the deck plays, and it's a very, very overpowered deck. the amount of damage this deck can output is simply fantastic. You can use the normal giant to actually provide a bit of a buffer for your royal giant. You've got your royal giant, obviously, to help protect from your barbarians and things like that. This deck is fantastic, and it's performing very, very well in the highest arena rate, legendary arena. This has helped me stay above the 3,000 cut mark, and like I said before, it's performing very, very well. So guys, that's it from me. That is the double giant deck, a simply overpowered deck, taking advantage of the new Royal Giant upgrade. So guys, that's it from me. If you like what you see, comment below, let me know. If you've not subscribed, guys, do me a big favour and